All right, guys, I guess we are ready to start, and it is another live stream. I guess it is going to be the first live stream in November, and I'm happy to see all the members who were waiting for the live stream before the stream started. So how many members I saw here? More than 25 members were waiting for the start of the live stream. I'm happy to see you. I already started to notice the messages in the live chat, and I'm happy to see all of you guys. Nice to see Kram, Faris, nice to see Echo, Golu, Arun. Nice to see you, and thank you for joining. And as always, the first couple of minutes, I will monitor the state of the live stream, and I will check whether we have any problems or not. The thing is that in my Trading Academy, where I do the live streams on a daily basis, the last week was a disaster, and the last week there were so many lags, you know, and I was constantly struggling to understand why the hell YouTube streaming works so bad, and I hope that today it will be more stable. Before the stream started, I tried a test mode. I tested the connection, the stability, and I hope that everything will be fine. Yes, so, and what we are going to do today, traders, I prepared for you, as always, a lot of different setups to discuss. I prepared for you some swing trading setups. I prepared for you some day trading setups, and the main element of my live streams is that I will show you what exactly I'm looking for, what are the exact confirmations that I use for entries, what are the exact signals I rely on. So the goal of this live stream is not only to show you accurate signals, but also explain to you the reasoning behind these signals. Another thing that I need to mention is that technically it is the last full trading months of this year, and I already promised on my free Telegram channel that I will do more live streams this month, because technically how many we have? I guess we have 4 weeks till the end of this trading year. So I will do more streaming for you. I will do more live streams. We will gather more. I think that we will have another one next week, or even probably this week. It will depend on feedbacks and your support. Remember, traders, by the way, that during this live streams we have a live chat. In the live chat, feel free to ask your questions during the live stream. Feel free to ask if something is not clear. During the live stream, I will use a lot of different technical analysis techniques. We'll discuss SMC, price action, multiple time frame analysis, and of course, if you are a newbie trader, for you some terms can be complicated, and if so, just ask and I will clarify. Yes, and another rule that we have during these live sessions, I won't finish a live stream before I answer all your questions. That is why please ask to analyze any instrument that you want. Please ask me to explain the things that you do not understand, and that is going to be the plan. And if you're here the first time, the strategy that I use for trading is called multiple time frame analysis trading strategy. The strategy is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. Yes, and I will show you how exactly to use that strategy. What I like about that strategy is that you can use that strategy trading SMC, trading price action, trading indicators. This trading style is tailored for any strategy. So I prepared a lot of real examples, and we will discuss them on today's live stream. Now let me open the chart. Yes, and quickly let me introduce you to my live chat. In the middle of the screen, you will find the trading instrument and the time frame that I analyze. Here's the trading instrument. Here is the time frame, and because we do multiple time frame analysis trading during the live stream, I will analyze a lot of different time frames, and if you get lost, just check the watermark. You will see the time frame and the instrument that I analyze. Please say hello in the live chat. Say hello if you're ready for another session, and say hello if everything is fine and if you see me, if you hear me, if you see the price chart, and if the connection is stable. Nice to see Sibia, nice to see you, nice to see Bilaval, nice to see Easy, nice to see Faris, Buruan here, nice to see Shervin, nice to see Golu, Ananya, Sampa, LMS, nice to see you, nice to see Craig here. Thank you for joining today's live stream. So the first setup that I wanted to share with you today will be on Aussie dollar pair. Just before the live stream started, I sent a signal to buy Aussie dollar pair in my VIP signals group, and I decided that it could be a very nice setup to warm up. So let's open Aussie dollar Forex pair, and let me show you what I spotted there and why I bought it and what was my reasoning behind. So with multiple time frame analysis trading strategy, what we always do, we start our analysis from a higher time frame. And the first time frame that we will analyze is a daily time frame. I always repeat that daily time frame is one of the most important time frames for day trading, for swing trading, and even for scalping. It is a very important time frame that will accurately show you mid-term, long-term, short-term perspectives. It is the time frame that will help you to identify significant key levels, supply and demand zones. So we always start our analysis with this time frame. And what I wanted to show you on a daily time frame on Aussie dollar pair is that if we analyze the market structure, if we analyze the historic price action, we can spot that yesterday Aussie dollar violated a very significant structure. We got this horizontal resistance right here that was broken with this high momentum bullish candle. And why that resistance is so important? Because if we analyze the historic price action, we can see that many times in the past that structure was respected. You can see that in the past it was a strong demand zone, it was a significant supply zone. The market keeps respecting that structure over time, and we definitely need to consider that structure in our analysis. After a breakout, the resistance with a high probability turns into a support, and it provides a very safe area for us to buy. That can be a very nice structure for buying. Yes, if previously we were shorting from that, if previously from that resistance we were selling, after a breakout it turned into support, and now we can look for buying. So when the market tested that structure, when we got a retest of that today, I started to look for a signal. I started looking for a confirmation to buy, and I was looking for confirmation on lower time frames, on intraday time frames. While daily time frame is applied for the analysis of the current market sentiment, for the analysis of significant supply and demand zones, lower time frames, intraday time frames will be used for entries and confirmations. So the first intraday time frame that we analyze is a 4-hour time frame. It's a very important time frame. On this time frame, we can analyze the price action, the intraday price action, and look for some important clues. We can see that on a 4-hour time frame, the market is ranging. You can see that on a 4-hour time frame, we are trading within this horizontal range. Yes, that is the horizontal range that the market respects. Yes, and you can see that our broken daily structure is also this intraday support of that range is also a part of our major daily structure. So we have a very nice confluence right here, confluence between the intraday support and the daily support. And what is so important about that intraday support is that after the last test of that, we formed a doji candle. on that. And I already recorded a video explaining why this candle is so important. You can see that the market was falling quite sharply, and after a test of that intraday support, doji was formed. What does it mean? It means that the local excess of supply that was pushing the prices lower was absorbed by the demand that was concentrated within this intraday support. It is a very important clue for us. And then on an hourly time frame, we can spot our signal. We can spot that testing the support of the range, the price formed a very classic bullish price action pattern. Take a look, traders. Right here, we have our very perfect double bottom pattern, a very accurate bullish price action pattern that being formed on a significant support always provides a reliable confirmation. You can see that after some consolidation here, the price successfully violated the neckline of the pattern, and for me, that was a signal. For me, that was a confirmation, a bullish breakout of the neckline of the pattern indicates the strength of the buyers. The breakout of this minor intraday resistance is a clear sign of strength of the buyers. After that, I made a decision to buy the market. After that, I opened a long position on a retest of a broken neckline, and now I expect a bullish movement to the resistance of the range with the stop loss lying below the lows. While I was talking though, you can see that the market is already forming a high momentum bullish candle, so you can see that we have some bullish continuation already. And during the last live stream, we got a similar situation that while I was talking, the price already took off from the entry, and I received a lot of criticism that it's so easy to claim that you are bullish here while it is already bullish. So what I did before the live stream, I actually posted on TradingView this idea. Yes, so here was the moment before the live stream started on TradingView and my official TradingView page. I posted the signal that I see a breakout of a neckline and that it is the moment to buy. So I hope that will be a very compelling proof, yes, that I predicted a bullish movement way before the market started forming this high momentum bullish candle. So it is reasonable for us to be bullish. Now on Aussie dollar pair, we can expect more growth. Our closest strong resistance is right here, based on the resistance of the range that we spotted on a 4-hour time frame. And I guess that we can anticipate that the price will rise. Yes, and that is what I see on Aussie dollar pair. Let me introduce if everything is clear so far with my analysis. Let me know if you have any questions regarding that setup. Yes, and it looks like, by the way, that the market may easily retest the entry level. So those who didn't buy, those who didn't spot the setup, I guess you may have another chance to join this bullish movement. So keep monitoring this setup. Yes. And there's a very similar setup on a pound Aussie pair where we still don't have a confirmed signal, and the signal may finally appear. So now let's check pound Aussie pair, and I will show you a very similar setup that you can trade today during the New York session. Diana says, what could be the best re-entry point now? So from such a perspective, Diana, you can see that with this price action, we violated a neckline. We went a bit higher. That was a local high. And then, look, and then over here, yes, we got, that was the exact point from where this high momentum bullish candle started to form. So from such a perspective, I think that your best level to re-enter will be here, this level. It is 65,224. And what is so good about that price level is that it will give you a better reward to risk ratio for the trade. So if you manage to re-enter from a lower level, you will have around 1.5 reward to risk ratio for the trade. So that can be your alternative. Yes. So now let's check Pound Aussie and let's examine a very similar day trading setup that I prepared for you right here. On Pound Aussie pair, if we again analyze a daily time frame, again, we can easily spot a very important structure. Yes, we can easily spot a very significant liquidity zone on a daily time frame. Why I say that it is a significant liquidity zone? Because you can see that we got a lot of tests of that area last week, and each and every time when that zone was tested, you can see that we formed long wicks, and you can see that each time that area was respected, and every time the price dropped from that. So we can assume that the market supply was concentrated within that zone. And what happens with the supply zone when the price violates that? After a violation of that supply zone with this high momentum bullish candle, we can see a retest of a broken structure. And we assume that now this broken structure is a demand zone, a significant demand zone from where we can look for buying. The zone where buying orders will most likely accumulate, the zone from where we can buy. But again, before we buy, we will need a confirmation. We will need a clear, strong, bullish signal before we buy. So again, we will analyze the intraday timeframes and we will discuss what kind of signals we will look for. So let's check a 4-hour time frame first. Yes, and let's see what we have on a 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we have again a range. Yes, you can see that for quite a while from the intraday perspective, the price is stuck within this range. Yes, that is a horizontal range where Pound Aussie is trading from the intraday perspective. And in comparison to a setup that we spotted on Aussie dollar pair, here in Pound Aussie, we see the trap, potential trap. We see that the price dropped below that support. You can see that we dropped way lower, and this bearish movement looks like a clear liquidity grab. And those who are trading SMC, yes, that is a very good example for you of a bearish trap and a liquidity grab. To confirm that, we will use an hourly time frame. And usually to confirm a bearish trap, we need a clear bullish imbalance after that to confirm the trap. So let's analyze an hourly time frame and let's look for the clues. Let's look for the clues that would confirm that this violation right here was in fact a trap. On an hourly time frame, we can see that after formation of this trap, the pair started to consolidate. We started a local consolidation right here. And you can see that the market started to respect this minor intraday resistance. Yes, that was a minor intraday resistance that the price started to respect. We got local pullbacks from that. And look what is happening with the pair at the moment. You can see that we are forming a huge high momentum bullish candle that is breaking that structure. Yes, we see a breakout attempt of that blue resistance. If we close above that, it will confirm a breakout, a violation of that intraday blue resistance. And that will be this imbalance that we need. Yes, so if we break that minor resistance, it will confirm a strong buying pressure, it will confirm a strong buying interest, and it will signify a highly probable growth and a bullish continuation. So once this hourly candle closes, we can look for buying. We can look for buying, and we can look for entries on the retest of a broken structure. That zone will be a perfect zone for us for buying. So we will look for entries within that zone. When you are looking for entries within the zone, remember that your entry level will depend on your desired reward to risk ratio. Yes, so for example, if we buy from a higher level and we will aim at the resistance of the range with the stop loss lying below the lows, you can see that we will have so-called negative reward to risk ratio, meaning that the potential reward for the trade will be lower than a potential risk. With my trading strategy, I have a very strict rule to trade only with a positive reward to risk ratio, meaning that my take profit should always be bigger than the potential risk, so that I will play with the entry and I will look for a price level where I will get a desired reward to risk ratio. I hope it is clear. So my entry level will be around 2.01445 before placing a buy limit order. Right here, I will wait for an hourly candle close above our blue resistance. Only then I will set a buy limit order here, and I will anticipate a bullish movement to that resistance. That is going to be the plan. And with this trading plan, you can see that we use price action analysis, SMC, liquidity analysis all together for making predictions. Yes, so let me know if everything is clear. Let me know if you have any questions. Now, I see a question from Faris about NASDAQ Index US 100. Let's check that, and let me show you what I see there. Yes, so on US 100 Index, it turned out that on Friday we have respected this major support. We got a very strong support. Right here that the market nicely respected, we were strongly rejected from that support. The market bounced, and we see quite a strong bullish continuation. And now the index is stuck on a very significant resistance. We have an important resistance cluster right here where the index is now stuck. Now let's check what we have on a 4-hour time frame. And one important thing that you should notice analyzing US 100 index is that this week with the market opening, we got a formation of a gap up. We have a gap up opening right here. And the thing is that when we see a gap, there's always a very high chance that at some moment this gap is going to be filled. The only problem is that we cannot predict when exactly this gap will be filled. And sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes a week, and sometimes it even takes a month. So it's very hard to predict the time span, but what we know exactly is that after formation of the gap, the market always seeks liquidity. And you can see that after formation of this gap, growth continued, and we reached our significant liquidity zone. Our supply area was tested. So treating the gaps, I realized that most of the time, the gaps are filled after a test of a significant liquidity zone. Usually the smart money grabs the market liquidity, and then the movement to fill the gap starts. The fact that we just tested this strong liquidity zone and the fact that we formed quite a strong bearish candle after its test may suggest that we will see some correctional movement on the index. You can see that here we have a very perfect example of a bearish engulfing candle. It is a very nice example of a bearish imbalance candle, selling imbalance candle, where the range of a previous bullish candle is completely engulfed by the body of this bearish candle. So to me, it is reasonable to be locally bearish now. I think that with the high probability the index may continue falling. So far, our closest strong support is right here, that zone. So we can anticipate a local bearish movement to that support first. And then, if we manage to break that, I think we can anticipate a bearish continuation lower to the gap opening level, so that this gap up will be finally filled. Yes? So that is my logic. I hope you understand why I am locally bearish. I'm not talking about a major bearish reversal, about the start of a long-term bearish trend. No, I just have a feeling that at least from the today's intraday perspective, the index has a nice potential to drop a bit, and I strongly believe that at some moment this gap right here is going to be filled. For those who are looking for a strong and reliable bullish confirmation, for now, definitely your main focus should be on this daily resistance cluster. From such a perspective, I think that we will need to wait for its breakout. We will need to wait for its violation, for a daily candle close above that. Then I guess we can expect a bullish continuation to the new highs, and then bullish trend continuation will be confirmed for me. So I hope that my reasoning is clear. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Toby, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate your comment. Then I saw another question about USD Swiss from Buruan. Let me check that for you and let's analyze. USD Swiss. USD Swiss pair. By the way, on many Aussie pairs, the price action the last 2 or 3 weeks is a bit weird, honestly. And if we analyze how Aussie Swiss pair was acting since 30th of October, we can see that it is kind of a chaotic range. Yes, with some random highs, random lows, and no trend at all. So from such a perspective, we definitely will need to underline this significant support, this significant resistance, and we can see that for now the pair is stuck within this horizontal range. Yes, that is the zone where the market is stuck at the moment. Then what else can we spot right here? You can see that we have quite a strong bearish momentum today that started, by the way, from a bit lower level than the resistance of that range. So let's check what we have from the intraday perspective. Yeah, strong bearish momentum for now. So honestly, it's very hard to make any decent prediction here, but I would say that to me it looks like there's a high chance that we will retest the support of the range. It looks like a bearish pressure is quite strong today, and yes, the price has a nice potential to test at least 0.52-0.94 level. Yes, it looks highly probable. So here's what I see. Now, Nabil says it is also better to check other European peers while if they are also behaving almost the same. I disagree with that, Nabil. I'm sorry, but I completely disagree with that. especially with pound pairs. I don't think that from the day trading perspective, the pairs are the same. No, that's wrong. And on TradingView, you can use this multiple charts layouts. Just add 6 pound charts, yes, and then compare them. I am very sure that you will notice that they are way different. I see a question from Dean about pound dollar pair, and that is, by the way, in my list for today. So when I was preparing for today's session, I spotted a potential trend following swing trade on pound dollar pair that we will discuss now. So let's open pound dollar pair and let me share with you my observations there. On the pound dollar pair, let me open a naked price chart. On the pound dollar pair, what we see is that the market trend, is strongly bearish. From the 13th of June, we can confirm that the market trend changed, and we can confirm that the market is globally bearish, at least for now. And in this global bearish trend, we can spot a very important event that happened at the beginning of November. We can see that on a pound dollar pair, we got a significant daily support cluster right here. That was a very important structure. That was a very significant support from where the last 2 significant bullish waves initiated. It was a very important demand cluster. And when November started, pound dollar dropped, and that structure was broken. It was violated, and then we even formed a high momentum bearish candle, confirming that this breakout right here is not false. This violation is so important because it confirms a highly probable bearish continuation on a pound dollar pair. Formation of a new lower low, lower close on a daily confirms the strength of a current bearish trend. After this breakout, we see that the price is steadily recovering now. And because our bias is globally bearish, we can look for selling. We can look for trend following selling. And being a swing trader, for you, when you follow the trend, the first thing is to identify the significant structures from where the market trend may continue. So we will need to execute structure analysis and try to find potentially significant zones. Obviously, our first zone is right here. It is based on this recently broken structure. That is our first potentially strong resistance from where the market may drop. But there is no guarantee, traders, that this structure exactly will be respected. The market may easily go higher and drop from a higher structure level. Yes, it can easily happen. So we will need to keep a couple of significant structures on our price chart to monitor. The second one will be here. Again, it is based on a historic price action. Yes, it was a very important support. And after a breakout, we can assume that it turned into a strong resistance. We have another one right here. And I would also take into consideration this one as well. From the structure mapping perspective, if you map significant price movements and if you map significant highs and lows, here will be our last lower high in this bearish trend. So we assume that the pair remains bearish till this structure is respected, and only when the price violates that, then we can see that this bearish trend is violated. So that is a very big room that we have for bearish continuation for a pound-dollar pair, and when the market approaches one of these zones, we will look for a signal. We will look for swing signal to sell. Let me show you what kind of signal I am looking for. Analyzing a 4-hour time frame, you will need to look for some clear sign of strength of the sellers. You will need to wait for a clear, strong signal. What can be our signal? To me, always the signal is a violation of some important intraday structure. And if we are looking for a bearish confirmation, for us the signal will be a violation of some significant intraday support. We have such a support right here, traders. Yes, I hope you see this one. You can see that for some time the price is trading within this range, and the price nicely respects the support of the range. Yes, it is for now a strong intraday demand cluster. So to confirm, and by the way, another thing that we would need to consider here is that today the price formed a strong bearish imbalance candle. And for many traders, this imbalance candle was already a signal to sell. But the problem with that imbalance candle is that it closed within this intraday demand zone. So technically speaking, it completely realized its potential already. Yes, it did not manage to break through, it just closed respecting the lower boundary of that support. So for that reason, yes, for now, from my perspective, we still don't have an accurate signal, swing trading signal to sell. And the signal that I will look for will be a breakout of that support. And from such a perspective, by the way, we will need to adjust its boundaries, taking into consideration that low as well. So the signal will be a bearish breakout of that orange support. It will be our signal, it will be our confirmation. It will confirm a highly probable completion of this correctional movement, a violation of this minor intraday bullish trend, and a resumption of our long-term bullish trend. So after we see a violation of that orange support, yes, look for selling, expecting a bearish movement at least to current low. So your swing signal will look like that. Yes, you will set your stop loss above the highs, take profit will be based on the local low, and your entry will be after a pullback on a retest of a broken support of the range. That is how we plan our swing trades. That is how we plan the swing trades in a trend, following the trend. Yes, and you can use that strategy trading any forex pair, trading indexes, trading gold, silver. It perfectly works on any trading instrument. The only thing that you will need, two things that you will need. First, identify and confirm the trend. And secondly, you will need significant structures from where you will need to look for a signal. And then just look for a signal on the 4-hour time frame. It will provide a confirmation. Yes, that's my analysis for a pound-dollar pair. Then what will be the next one? Abdullah says selling yen. You know, man, that's it. You know, when it forms a candle like that, it's very easy to say, yeah, selling. But it was, you know, I was looking for a confirmation today on a dollar yen pair. I was monitoring this resistance. Yes, we tested this historic resistance. Yeah, and we were coiling on that resistance. I was looking for some confirmation signal to sell the market from that, and unfortunately the price, yes, just dropped without any reliable and strong price action confirmation. So this bearish movement just started and I completely missed that. And from such a perspective, obviously it looks to me that it is already too late to open any trade right here. So though the price may easily continue falling, from such a perspective, selling is not an option already. If Abdullah, you manage to short that from higher price levels, then well done. You should be in a very good profit. Yes, and if not, then for now it will be better to wait, I think. Ikram says, can you check Pound Aussie trend line? Which one? What trend line do you want me to check? On what time frame? Is that on a daily? On a daily, there is a trend line, I think, right here, but not that good and valid. From a 4-hour time frame perspective, if there is any trend line, I don't see. Yeah, Head and Shoulders trend line. Do you mean? Sorry, do you mean this? This. Yeah, that can be. Yeah. Good eye, by the way. This can be. So let's see. Yes, you can see that for now this trend line, by the way, is respected, and we are back within our blue support. Let's, by the way, adjust this trend line. By the way, from an hourly time frame perspective, this trend line, yes, is like that. Yeah. By the way, this trend line kind of matches the plan. So if we break and close the trend line and our neckline, yes, it will be still the same plan. So I guess from an hourly time frame perspective, it perfectly aligns. You can just take into consideration the close above that trend line as well for the extra layer of security. Yeah. So that's that's the plan. And so thank you, Ikram, for notifying about that trend line. Honestly, I did not notice that, and it's good that I have this trend line on my price chart now. Mitch says, from macroeconomic perspective, it's bullish for the yen. Globally, yes, I do agree, Mitch, but remember that for the trading perspective, the macroeconomics is not that relevant. So if you're trying to predict the intraday short-term price movements, the macroeconomic data and sentiment is not that relevant. So you can easily be bullish, bearish many times within the same day on any of the yen pairs, though the global macro sentiment is bullish. Yeah, so remember that perspective really matters in trading, and making any predictions, you should remember what is your perspective. Yes, so when quite often I receive the messages on Telegram where different traders ask, for example, like dollar CAD, bullish or bearish, or gold, is it bullish or bearish? And these questions are not good because it really depends on a time frame. Yeah, so from the minute perspective, gold can be bullish, from 1 hour perspective can be bearish, from 4 hour perspective bullish, and from a daily time frame bullish. So it really depends. I hope that you understand that. Now, gold traders, give me yes in a live chat, and I will check gold for you. Diana asks, what is your broker, please? As in my chart, the candles are not the same like yours. Here on this live stream, I use the quotes of Wanda broker. This one, yes. So you can compare that with the charts of your broker. Yeah. Then let me check US 500 index. I guess the perspective, the analysis on US 500 is very similar to the analysis on US 100. It is basically the same idea. So those who already saw my analysis for NASDAQ index should remember that we spotted a significant structure cluster. The price reached that structure cluster and we see some bearish reaction to that. Then at the beginning of the week, we got a gap opening. We have a bearish engulfing candle in the bearish imbalance after a test of that structure in the daily. So there's a chance that at least locally the index will drop, and at some moment I think that the market should fill the gap. So locally, at least for now, my outlook is bearish. I will change my view completely once we break and close above that major daily orange resistance. If we close above that, if we violate that, it will be the signal that the market returns back to a bullish trend and is ready to go up and update the highs. Yes, so that is kind of the logic that I have here. Very similar to US 100. Now let's check gold. I guess many of you and I myself, I was really surprised by such a strong bullish rally on gold that started from Monday. Yes, from Monday. Monday was very, very bullish, and we formed, what was the range of that bullish candle? We gained almost 3% on Monday. So this growth was truly phenomenal, and we successfully violated this significant daily resistance that presumably turns into a strong horizontal support. Now, another obstacle for the sellers now will be this horizontal structure. We have a strong resistance right here, and the market is very close to that already. And for now, my plan will be to look for a pullback trade from that resistance. This resistance looks very significant to me, and I think that it will be reasonable for us to be locally bearish after its test. I think that at least locally the market will turn to overbought when it tests that. So for now, the plan will be to look for a pullback from that resistance. If we check how the price acts on the intraday timeframes, now we can see that from an hourly time frame perspective, we have a healthy bullish trend. We have a healthy bullish trend here. The market keeps updating the highs. Yes, and here's how we act for now. What can be our plan based on the current price action? In this current local bullish trend, the most significant structure is always based on the level of the last higher low. Here's our last higher low, and here is a support based on that. So this yellow support can be used for predicting a pullback, a correctional movement on gold after a test of our orange resistance. So here is the plan that you can build. You can let the price reach that resistance. You can let the price test that resistance, and then with the strong bearish movement from that, a bearish breakout of that yellow support will be a signal to sell, and then we will expect a pullback. So those who are looking for a local correctional movement, those who are looking for a confirmed pullback, for now concentrate your attention on that yellow support. its bearish breakout can provide a reliable confirmation. And I see a question from Opic AI, buy or sell? Bad question, man. Do you buy short-term, long-term, mid-term? Do you invest? It's very different. So if you're planning to invest in gold for years, definitely buy. But I don't know what is your goal. So this question is very, very irrelevant, I would say. So what really matters is the perspective, time range, and your goals. Yes. So that will be the plan for now. And if a bullish rally continues, if the market continues rising, remember that we have another strong resistance a bit higher. From a daily time frame perspective, we have another strong daily resistance right here. That can be another potential zone for a pullback trade. So for now, while the market is approaching our first resistance, and because of the fact that we have another strong resistance right here, buying looks very risky, and instead I would look for a pullback to some significant support before buying. Our first strong support is here. That is the first important structure that I would consider for buying. And if I remember, I also got a trend line. Let me just remember from where I was drawing that trend line, probably from that level. Yeah, yes. So we have this strong rising trend line, a strong vertical support. Yes, it can be another potentially strong support for buying. So two structures in focus. This one, the first strong support, and here's our second strong support. For now, at least, if you're looking for buying, these two structures will be in focus, and I would suggest waiting for a pullback to these structures. Shola says, are you seeing of the process rejects to 41.20? It will drop again, or will it go up? Let me repeat. So on a daily time frame, I see this significant historic daily resistance. Also, we see a high momentum bullish candle, and the fact that we are very close to that resistance. I think that the market may turn overbought after a test of that resistance, and from that we may see a pullback. To confirm that pullback, I used structure mapping on an hourly time frame, and I identified the zone, the area based on the level of the last higher low in a minor bullish trend on an hourly time frame. I explained that if after a test of that orange resistance we see a bearish movement and a breakout of that support, it will confirm a highly probable continuation of a correction and a highly probable movement down to lower structure levels. So that is the exact reasoning that I have right here. I hope it is clear. Yes, so with the cheating, with SMC analysis, there's always this if-then process. If one condition is met, then a certain outcome is expected. It is always like that. So you build, we don't know what is going to happen with the market. We never know where it will go, how it will go to the to a certain price level. And to make predictions, we rely on specific events, on patterns and stuff, and we build our predictions based on reliable confirmations and signals. And in this price model, I explained what will confirm a start of a correctional movement on gold on an hourly time frame for me. Yes, I hope I hope you got the logic. Now let's check Bitcoin. I see a question regarding Bitcoin. Let me check that. Also preparing for today's live stream. Let me check. If someone is interested in swing trading idea on a dollar CAD pair, I can cover that and explain what I see there. And if someone is interested in my analysis of dollar index, let me know. I will also check that for you. So Bitcoin, it nicely recovered, and now it feels like it may drop lower. So from a trend analysis perspective, we must admit that for now at least, we have a bearish trend. Yes, we can even call that a mid-term bearish trend. Yes, we have a significant bearish impulse. We have a retracement with the formation of a lower high and another strong bearish impulse with the formation of a new lower low. So technically speaking, we are bearish. We retraced after a formation of a new lower low, and the price reached quite a significant historic resistance. This resistance was respected, and now the price is falling. For now, the last obstacle for the sellers is that daily support. If we break and close below that, I think it will be reasonable to expect a bearish continuation lower, at least to current low. So that can be a bearish scenario for Bitcoin. Alternatively, remember that for now at least, this support still holds. And if you are day trading crypto, from that support you can easily look for a pullback trade. So you can look for a confirmation signal on intraday timeframes to buy the market from that. What can be your confirmation? From such a perspective, we have quite an important intraday resistance right here. And from the intraday perspective, we can expect a bullish movement after a breakout of that intraday resistance. For now, at least, I don't see any decent trading opportunity to be involved in right here. So I would monitor the reaction of the price to that orange daily structure. Yes, and if I see any good pattern, if I see any good confirmation, I will definitely share with you the update on my free Telegram channel. But for now, don't touch it. Yes, and watch how it reacts to this orange support. It will be a very important moment for Bitcoin. Now about dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, thank you for your yes, Craig and Ikram. Let me show you what I see on a dollar CAD pair. The pair is strongly bullish. We are trading in uptrend, and since June, we can see that the market consistently keeps updating higher highs and higher lows. After the market set the last higher high, we see a retracement. The market is correcting, and I guess this correction is going to end soon, and the market should return back to global bullish trend. And there are two important supports that I'm currently monitoring. The first one is here, and the second one is here. These are two very important supports that we should keep an eye on. You can see that our first support is now tested. We see a confirmed test of that structure, and this support can provide a swing buying opportunity for us. So we can look for buying dollar CAD from that yellow structure. But before we buy, we will need a confirmation. And what can be our signal? On the 4-hour time frame, we see a consolidation. After a test of that structure, the market started to consolidate and the price started to trade within this horizontal range. Yes, that is the range where the price is stuck. At the moment, you can see that for now the price nicely respects the support of the range, the resistance of the range, and we may assume that buying orders are accumulating within that zone. We may assume that within that area within that area, we see the accumulation of buying orders. And to confirm that assumption, we will need a bullish imbalance. We will need a clear sign of strength of the buyers and the breakout of this intraday resistance. It will provide the reliable confirmation for our swing buying. After a breakout, we can look for buying on a retest, expecting a bullish movement at least to current highs. Yes, that can be a potential goal for our trade. So buying from here, aiming at that resistance, will set our stop loss below the lows. That can be our plan for swing buying dollar CAD pair. That can be our plan for buying, and that can be our plan for joining this bullish movement. Yes, so I hope I hope that this plan is clear. If on a pound dollar pair we spotted a bearish trend, we spotted a test of a significant resistance in a bearish trend. Here is just the opposite example. Bullish trend, test of a significant support, and a confirmation to buy. Yes, that's the plan. Nice to see Christina. Thank you for joining today's live stream. Nice to see you. And now let's discuss euro dollar pair. That will be the next instrument that we will analyze. I see a question about euro dollar about Arun. Euro dollar keeps recovering for now. Yes, and like a pound dollar pair, this one looks bearish. We trade in a bearish trend on a daily for now, and here's our current price action. Yes, and in this bearish price action, let's plot our significant historic resistances. The first one is here, the second one is here, and the third one is here. Here are three significant resistance clusters that I would keep an eye on. I think that bullish trend may resume from one of the structures. We see a test of this one now, the lower one, and from that the market may easily continue falling. But to confirm that, we will need some intraday bearish confirmation. For now, definitely the pair looks very bullish from an hourly time frame perspective, and we have just updated the high sitting in new higher close. So for now, at least, price action looks strongly bullish, and it looks like the market will rise more, and we may see a test of that resistance. So that will be another zone for looking for selling. Yes. By the way, if I remember, tomorrow we have some important high impact fundamentals for euro pairs, if I remember correctly, and that can be an important catalyst for a further strong directional movement. Fury says BTC BUSD continue downtrend. Yes, so we analyzed the price action on Bitcoin, and current price action is definitely bearish. So from such a perspective, at least, I think it is more reasonable to be bearish there than bullish. For now, I don't see any clear signs of strength of the buyers there. So bearish point of view looks stronger, at least for now. Regarding DAX Index, let me quickly check if I see something important here. Honestly, from such a perspective, we nicely bounced from that historic support. Do we have something? Honestly, for now, I see nothing special here. Yeah, and yeah, for now with the DAX Index, I wouldn't make any predictions at all, because the price action for now looks very chaotic, and I don't see any reliable pattern here to look at. Then European pair question from Ikram. let me analyze European pair for you. European pair is definitely strongly bullish on a daily. The market continues growing. We have recently updated the high. We set a new higher, local higher, higher close on a daily. And I think that the next goal for the buyers for now will be based on 88.5 level. Yes, it looks like our closest significant historic resistance is right here. And I think that there will be a high chance that this zone will be reached soon. I think that with a high probability the market will continue rising. Yes, we see, by the way, a strong bullish reaction today. So there will be a high chance that this uptrend will continue. By the way, we also retested a recently broken structure right here. We gained some liquidity from that. We formed a nice high momentum bullish candle right here. So it is more than reasonable to expect a bullish trend continuation. From intraday perspective, with today's bullish movement, the price violated quite a significant intraday resistance. That is another strong bullish clue that I would consider here. Yeah, so outlook for European pair is definitely strongly bullish, and we can expect more growth and a bullish continuation. Yeah, now about dollar index. Dollar index DXY. Couple of thoughts regarding this one. So like many other dollar pairs, dollar index is in uptrend now, and in uptrend after we updated the high, we see a correctional movement, and the index is now testing, yes, multiple. The index is now testing a significant support cluster, and lower we have multiple historic supports to look at. We are testing the first one now, and those who are looking for confirmation of a bullish continuation on dollar index should definitely concentrate your attention on this intraday resistance on the 4-hour time frame. So far it is a very strong resistance cluster, and its bullish breakout will signify resumption of a global uptrend. So that will be the plan to confirm a bullish continuation on dollar index. If we drop lower, if the index continues falling, then that would be another support to watch there. Once the index reaches that, again start analyzing a price action on a 4-hour time frame, and again look for a clear sign of strength of the buyers with the bullish breakout of the last lower high level in a downtrend. Such an event is called a bullish change of character, and it always provides a very reliable confirmation. Back to Bitcoin, you say you want to see 103 level easily can be reached. So by the way, so easily. For now, Bitcoin doesn't look that healthy, and before the Fed in December, it may easily correct more. So expect, I guess it would be reasonable to expect a further decline. Yeah. So I guess I answered all your questions, cheaters, and I hope that you enjoyed our today's live stream. One important thing that I forgot to mention is that only this week I have a Black Friday sale, and if you are interested in daily live streams like that, if you want to see these live streams on daily basis, if you want to become a member of my VIP Signals group, now it will be the best moment to join, because till the end of this week I have 40% discount on a lifetime access. You can read about my premium group on my website, vasilytrader.com, and check the offer. Also, for those who are interested in free learning materials on my website, there are a lot of articles about SMC, about gold trading, about price action analysis. Just visit free education page, and there you will find hundreds of articles written by me about SMC, about a lot of different things. You will definitely enjoy that. Also, for those who are interested in deep learning SMC and top-down analysis, I have written 2 books. And on Amazon, you can find these 2 books. One teaching SMC basics and my SMC trading strategy, and one teaching multiple time frame analysis and a complete trading strategy for trading multiple time frame analysis. Do not forget to join my social networks. I have a free Telegram channel where I share daily fresh signals. I have TradingView page, I have Twitter, I have Facebook group, I have Instagram. You will find all the links in the description to this live stream. Thank you so much for your participation. I will try to do another live stream next week, or probably this week. I will thank. And thank you for your participation. I appreciate your questions. I appreciate your attendance. Yes, and for those who missed the live stream, I will provide the recording. I will provide the time codes for the recording. And I guess today I will also share some fresh signals on my free Telegram channel. So do not forget to subscribe.